A Shalom Akim, Wa'akwad of the elect of the nation of Israel. Welcome back to another summer exhortation, number 9, entitled Prepare Mentally for Power Outages. Okay, prepare mentally for more power outages this season. Okay, and that season, it's the season of summer. Okay, we are currently in summer, and to further prove that we are in summer, it says summer 2022 at the northern hemisphere began on Tuesday, June 21, and it ends on Thursday, September 22. So from June to September, that's around 3 months. Okay, 3 months to mentally prepare, okay, for more power outages during summer. And the inspiration of summer exhortation number 9 came out of a recent post that a brother shared to one of our group chats here in SD. And he received this flyer, okay, or door hanger at his crib, and it reads prep, which prep is a small term of saying prepare for a planned outage. You see, for a planned outage, and these power outages, are planned by Esau Edom, which is the left side of Yahweh Yahushai. So before we go any further into summer exhortation number 9, we give all praises to our power Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham, or Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well with sound doctrine. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered amongst the heathen in these last days. In these last days, so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, you make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Again, summer exhortation number 9, prepare mentally for more power outages this season. Now, when you go into the word prepare, it says to make ready, or make something ready to use or consideration. Again, to make ready. Preparation and adjustment of a press for printing, right? The point is to make adjustments, okay, in your spirit, because like the brothers from GMS LA Agent of Days, okay, the Northern Kingdom, about a week ago, they made a lesson going into no amount of physical preparation, will deliver you out of these calamities, okay, which is examples of Jacob's trouble. Only if Yahweh Shemel Shai is with you mentally, okay, and spiritually, that's the only way, okay, to escape these things, like it tells you that in the book of Esdras. Okay, those set pearls that are going to befall Babylon the Great, it's going to affect everyone from small to great. But the prophets, the men of the Lord, and the rest of the men, women, and children who follow the doctrine of Yahweh Shemel Shai and his men are going to be able to escape, okay, these power outages spiritually, okay, meaning the brothers and sisters who prepare their spirits according to the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai will be able to escape. Okay, escape what? Escape these calamities. 2nd Ezra 9:7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. Verse 8, shall be preserved from the said perils. Okay, let's go into that word perils. danger, serious and immediate danger. Okay, a peril is a danger, and there's an example of danger, man. There's a very spiritual Yahweh Shemel Shai telling you, brothers and sisters, to prepare for a planned outage. Yeah, and this outage, power outage, is being planned by Yahweh Shemel Shai. Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, right? And this is the city of San Diego, man. Whether it's also a small town, whether you're in Chula Vista, San Isidro, La Mesa, these power outages are going to affect the cities, the states, and ultimately Babylon the Great. And the people not be afraid. Shall there be evil in a city? Yeah, and what city are we on? We're in the city of San Diego, man. And the Lord had not done it. You see, so the Lord is the one who is preparing for a planned outage. You see? So, Yahweh Shemel Shai is giving us a warning, okay, to get ready for power outages. And after a power outage, what's going to happen? Ezekiel 7:23, make a chain, for the land is full of bloody crimes. You see that? So when there's a power outage, okay, more crimes are going to increase, man. You know, you're gonna have a lot of 2/3 of Jake here in America. You're also gonna have a lot of Edomites and heathens who are going to justify these power outages to commit crime. And crime is going to be at an all-time high because we are in the year of the turnip. And the city is full of violence, you see. So, this city, which is San Diego, is going to be full of violence after these power outages take place this summer, and especially the following seasons to come. So again, going back to 2nd Esdras 9 and 8, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation, which is Yahushai, in my land, and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So if you're the elect of the nation of Israel, Yahweh Shemel Shai has already sanctified you from the beginning to be saved. Saved from what? From Jacob's trouble. Like it tells you that in the prophecy of Jeremiah 30 and 7. And it reads, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Yeah, in Jacob's trouble, it actually started at a low level during the time of 70 AD. Okay, during the time of 70 AD, that's an example of Jacob's trouble, because it tells you that no new thing under the sun. And if you want to get more in depth, Jacob's trouble started with Pharaoh during the time of Egypt. Okay, which means what? Bondage, pursuing to Exodus the 20th chapter. Bondage, double straits, catching hell twofold. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, the thing that has been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. You see, so Jacob's trouble is not a new thing, because the nation of Israel has gone through a lot of calamities, captivities, since the day of Pharaoh, since the day of the Egyptians, from Egypt all the way to America. But now this Jacob's trouble is going to be at a very higher level, at a peak. Like it tells you that in the book of the prophecy of Daniel, the 12th chapter. It's going to get so bloody out here in America that even the angel, the messenger, Michael, will have to come through and deliver a lot of Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans with the elect. Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time, right, what time is that? The time of Jacob's trouble is the actual season. Shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble. There you go again, the time of Jacob's trouble, such as never was since there was a nation. You see, so we had We had captivities like the Egyptian captivity. You had the Babylonian captivity, the Medo-Persian captivity, the Grecian captivity, Roman captivity, and currently we have the America, modern day Babylon the Great captivity, man. Okay, so you can't compare Jacob's trouble from the time of Pharaoh to the time of 70 AD. You can't compare that to now. Okay, Jacob's trouble is currently happening now and is increasing at an all-time high. There's going to be an actual peak, and that's why this is the year of the turnip. You know, you see Jacob's trouble happening in the streets, man. You see Jake getting gunned down by the so-called white men. See, you see these various mass shootings happening. So hey, we're in Jacob's trouble, man. You see that? It says even for that time, to that time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, the elect, every one that shall be found written in the book, yeah, which is the book of life. So going back to Jeremiah 30:7, Allah's for that day is great. Yeah, and that day, it's an actual season, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And who's the he? The he that's speaking about the elect, man. So again, going back to the title of this exhortation, summer exhortation number 9, prepare mentally. You see, so prepare mentally for more power outages. When you go into that word prepare again, it says to make ready. You see that? To make ready. This is Jeremiah 1:17 in the NLT. Get up and prepare for action. You see that? Get up and prepare for action. That's where you get the word prep. And how do you prepare for action, which is Jacob's trouble? Hey, you gotta read, you gotta fast, you gotta visualize and have a vision of prophecy, man. Let me get that. It's the book of Proverbs 29:18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Yeah, so if you don't have this truth, if you don't have this the testimony of Yahweh Shem Shai, you will perish. But if you keep the law, which the law is the truth pursuant to Psalms 119, 142, and it's a testimony of Yahweh Shai, happy is he. So, hey, if your brother slash a sister who's currently studying the law, studying the testimonies of Yahweh Shem Shai, when these power outages start hitting your nearby city or your town, yeah, you're going to be happy. Like it tells you that in the book of Job. Okay, part of being happy is laughing at the destruction of the wicked, destruction of Babylon the Great. Job 5:22. You will laugh. I'm gonna get in the NOT. You will laugh at destruction and famine. Wild animals will not terrify you. Yeah, because when there's power outages, man, more wild animals emerge. That word emerge means to come out of nowhere. Okay, and you might have animals that you've never. You might see animals that you've never heard about. You see, or you've never seen. So if you're the elect, you will be happy and laugh at the destruction of the wicked. So going back to the brother's post that photo that he shared, prep for a planned outage. It says, we're making an update in your area to keep up with increased demand. This will cause a brief planned outage and you won't be able to access your COG services or any devices connected to the internet, man. Hey, so we're in them times. A man shall desire to hear. There's 2 Ezra 16:27. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. And that's going to happen during Jacob's trouble. When Esau Edom, which is the left side of Yahweh Shem Shai, starts shutting down your Cox services, AT&T, your T-Mobile. That's why you got to prepare mentally for that. You got to visualize and think upon different scenarios that can happen to you, to your family members. Okay, this is a very serious topic. So one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. Yeah, that goes into what? A communication, man. Social media, DMs, text messages. Why? Because the cities are going to be in great trouble. City shall be troubled. This the book of Second Ezra 15 and 18. For because of their pride, and aren't we in Pride Month? And that's the spirit because, brother Kazak from SD camp, mighty brother, he shared this door hanger or flyer, whatever it is. It's like a message that Esau sends as a warning, which is ultimately how Shemel Shai. And he sent that on it was today, June 26th, is June 27th. Okay, to prepare for a power outage from 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. And why is that? Because we are in the time of Pride Month. The city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. You see that? So when these power outages start hitting consistently, Babylon the Great, man shall be afraid. Looking for a precept. If a brother can post that on the comment board, where it goes into how a man will be like a woman, screaming like a woman. Why? Because the land of America is going to be full of bloody crimes and violence, man. And that also goes into the testimony, the account of what happened during the time of Egypt. This is Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 1. In the GNT version, it says, terror strikes the Egyptians at night. You see that? And that terror, that's these power outages, man. Because when there's no power, there's no light. Your refrigerator stops working. Your freezer, the food starts getting spoiled. Okay. People get scared, man. I remember about like 10 years ago, there was an actual power outage here in San Diego for about 23, 24 hours, man. And people were bugging out. People were going into local food markets and stealing resources, food and water. And that was just one day. Now imagine a whole season, 3 months. So terror is going to strike Egypt at night, man. And Yahweh Shemel Shai, he makes his moves during the nighttime using Esau Edom. Okay, it tells you that in Matthew 24 and 44. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Yeah, and the Son of Man cometh, man, at any hour. But on the left hand side, Yahweh Shemel Shai uses Esau Edom to come down onto the man of the Lord with great wrath during the nighttime when there is no light. See, a power outage currently happens more during the nighttime. But going back to the account of the terrors that struck Egypt at night, okay, that wasn't in the daytime, that was at night. O Lord, Wisdom of Solomon 17:1, O Lord, your acts of judgment are marvelous and hard to explain. That is why people who had not been taught about them went astray. You see that? So if you're not understanding the judgments of Yahweh Shemel Shai, you will go astray, man. Meaning you're going to bug out. You won't be stable during Jacob's trouble, during these power outages. Okay, and pretty much you will perish, like it tells you that in Proverbs 29. When lawless people imagine that they had your holy nation in their power, they were themselves imprisoned in a long night of darkness. In a long night of darkness, which also means ignorance. So if you don't have this truth, you're in darkness, like it tells you that in Isaiah 60:2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness of people. Yeah, that means ignorance. So if you're ignorant of Yahweh Shema Shai, when these power outages physically come, you're gonna bug out. But the Lord shall rise upon thee. You see, so Yahweh Shema Shai is going to arise upon you, brothers, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Yeah, because you will have this truth, man. You won't be bugging out, okay, like these Egyptians. It says, they lay in their own houses, shut off from your eternal care. They thought that their sins had been secret and unnoticed, shielded from view by a dark curtain of forgetfulness. But now, right, now they were horribly afraid, confused and terrified by ghostly forms. And that's going to happen, man, during Jacob's trouble with these various power outages. These Egyptians, modern day Egyptians, are going to be terrified when Yahweh Shemel Shai starts revealing his left side in a form of spirits, okay, ghostly forms. Not even the dark corners. Yeah, and these dark corners are the corners of your house, okay, when you're very scared, when you're very afraid of these spirits, you go into what? It's known as that the fetus position. Okay, you see that? So not even this position, not even this post on the corner of your house is going to save you, man. Okay, there you go, man. So you're gonna see, hey, man, and these power outages, you're gonna see a lot of men and women in this position, man. Okay, and that fetal position of doom. But what? Not even that position in the corner of your house will help you, man. Where they lay could protect them from fear. They were surrounded by horrible noises. Grim ghosts with gloomy faces appeared before their eyes. You see that? So these power outages, man, is going to activate Wisdom of Solomon in the 17th chapter. No fire had power to give them light, and the brilliant stars could do nothing to relieve the deathly darkness. There was only a dreadful fire, lit by no human hand, that shone on them, and in their terror, they believed that the real world was even worse than the things they imagined. So this is Yahweh Shemel Shai plaguing these Egyptians, man. The illusions produced by their magic tricks were put to shame. Yeah, so no sorcery, no witchcraft for you women out there who are practicing divination. Yeah, that's not even gonna protect you from the things that you will see. And all the wisdom they had boasted of. Okay, I'll read that one more time. And all the wisdom they had boasted of came to nothing. Yeah, like the zodiac signs. And you see that in a lot of these modern day women. You go into their page, they have various numerologies on the left hand side, using 777, 888, 222, which they don't understand what those numbers mean. Okay. But as us, men of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, we understand those numbers. But these people that have the wisdom of numerology, okay, tarot cards, boasting on their wisdom, boasting on their doctrine, though they might have a PhD degree, a doctoral degree. That's an example of their wisdom that they're boasting about will come to nothing, man. So no wisdom of this world will save you, man, from these fearful sights. Okay, and these are examples of fearful sights. Like it tells you that in Luke 21:26, man's hearts, which is your mind, la'ab, failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. Like what? Like power outages. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And that's going to happen via the nuclear destruction, man. See that? So going back to Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 8, they had claimed they could drive away all the fears and illnesses of sick minds. Yeah, and that goes into Esau's device, man. His miracles, using artificial intelligence to heal, okay, the the lunatics, okay, these people that have various diseases. But now they themselves were sick with silly, groundless fears. Even though nothing dangerous had actually happened, they were terrified by hissing snakes and animals advancing on them. And so they died, shaking with fear, afraid to open their eyes. Hey, why is that? These Egyptians are going to be afraid of opening their eyes because they don't have the truth, they don't have the wisdom, yet unable to keep them shut. So there you go, man. So this is gonna happen to these Egyptians, man, in America, modern day Babylon the Great. Okay, now let me go into what is a power outage. It says a power outage is a short or long-term state of electric power loss in a given area or section of a power grid. It could affect a single house, building, or entire city. And that's prophecy, man. Again, the Lord is going to start, okay, executing, okay, his prophecies via the left side to shut down cities. Depending on the extent of the damage or the cause of the outage, a power outage is also known as failure, power blackout, or simply as a blackout. So, hey, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is about to black out these people, man, because of their pride. Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this cometh to pass, when these power outages start coming to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know, then you scoffers, man, you will know that a prophet has been among you. This is the book of Job 38 and 3. Gird up now thy loins like a man. Okay, Job 38 and 3 tells you to gird up thy loins like a man. And to gird up thy loins, that goes into the word prepare. It tells you that here it says, make someone ready to be able or to deal with something. Like power outages, man. Okay, mentally deal with them. And one of those synonyms for preparedness, it says what here? Do preparation. Take necessary steps. It says, gird up one's loins. You see that? Gird up one's loins. Prepare oneself for something difficult or challenging. You see that? So you got to gird up thy loins for these power outages, man. For I will demand thee and answer thou me. You see? So, hey, man, all your brothers and sisters, you will have to answer to Yahweh Shema Shai when these power outages come. That's why we tell brothers to have a very personal relationship with Yahweh Shai, man, during these times, the times of the last days of Esau Edom. Now, there's a map of the SDG&E here in San Diego, man. You have, the whole city, which is based upon National City, Coronado, Chula Vista, Bonita, Rancho Del Rey, Spring Valley. These are all examples of SD. Okay, Santee, Cajon, Claremont, Kearney Mesa, so on and so forth. Now, there's a page for you brothers that live in SD. There's a page that you can use to look at current planned outages. It says plan active, plan future. You see that? And look at Esau Edom, man. He has his planned future power outages, man, which is in the blue locations: Rancho Santa Fe, Encinitas, San Marcos, Escondido. So look at all these spots that Esau Edom has set up to start shutting down the grid, man. You see that? So again, man, gird up thy loins, prepare for these power outages, man. Okay, and this is a date, which is June 27th. I believe that's on a Sunday. So, hey, this is very spiritual, man. Yahweh Shema Shai ready to turn up on these Egyptians, man. And with that, I pray this summer exhortation, number 9, was edifying, prepare mentally for more power outages this season. With that, I want to say shalom.